Here's a question from the admissions test, the TSA. This is to get into the competitive degrees at Oxford University. See if you can solve it. With these questions, I would expect you to be able to do it in under 45 seconds. See what you get. Underlying assumption questions, what they're looking for is you need to find the point that needs to be true for this person's argument and therefore conclusion to make sense. So the first thing to do is figure out what is their argument, what are they trying to say, and what are they trying to convince you of. And I find it easier when you simplify this into really easy language, act as if you're arguing with somebody in front of you. So if we simplify what's going on here, we're basically saying this person's arguing if you have a business and then you retire, you shouldn't be giving that position of owner to your son or your child. And the reasoning here is because there are other workers in the company and they are probably more talented and experienced. We should put the best candidate in charge of the company. So this practice of putting your own child in charge of the company should be made illegal. Obviously, just putting it like that, it does sound ridiculous. Like, why does it matter who's in charge of the company? There shouldn't be regulations around that. Very often, if you look at global like top companies, the person in charge is often kind of incompetent. At least to the public eye, like they're not always the best person there. Why is that a matter of like legal or illegal? So the assumption for this argument to make any sort of sense at all, we have to all agree that it matters that the best person's in charge. So if you look at the options A to E, hopefully you should see that the answer is therefore B. The best candidate should always be appointed to head of the company is the assumption that we need for this conclusion to ring true. So if this seemed pretty doable for you, then maybe you could consider taking or going for courses that require the TSA or other similar exams.